981.
We're live on the Tracy's Collision Cam. If you want to catch the show, watch it. We usually get a ton of viewers every morning, but especially on Why Am I Still Single, which is coming up after 7:30. We've got Dalton on the show and a girl to meet him. Now, we will have an option for you to steal either Dalton or the girl. And these are steel material. This is steel material. Not everybody that we have on the show is steel material, if we're honest. But I think that these could have the potential to have multiple steals. What does that sound?
That was
from?
me. That was me.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I went the wrong way.
I can't concentrate.
I didn't mean to. I went the wrong way with the button. I was like, for sure, I'm turning this down. And I was turning it up.
Was that us?
Yeah, it was us.
Yeah, we watch ourselves. That's kind of...
Well, I read the comments.
I know. We have to. That's the only way we can communicate with you.
Yeah.
So, Dalton, is he excited? Have you talked to him recently?
Yeah, he's really excited. He's nervous about his audio because he said his Wi-Fi was good last time.
Terrible the other day when we talked to him. Terrible. This is the third time I think he's been on the show. We do repeat sometimes.
Yeah.
I think we've only had, it was the one girl that yelled at you, Joanna, in the bathroom.
Yeah.
There's only been maybe 2 or 3 times in the years that we've done this where somebody probably won't want to come back on the show.
Yeah.
Remember our girl Kayla? She's been on like 3 times, but now she's like found the love of her life.
That's right.
Why am I still single?
Yeah.
That's right.
You got to keep trying.
Do you feel like this is a pretty good match, though?
I think it could be. Yeah, I feel good about it.
Yeah. But you also said you won't be disappointed if it doesn't work out. I've never heard you say those words before,
Right.
but you said it yesterday.
Selfishly, sometimes after I get to know someone, I'm like, I could really use them as a feature.
Right.
That'd be a good one. So I do hope it works out, though.
Mm-hmm.
They're both really, really good people, and I think they could get along good.
Right. And I think they're in that level where you're picky, too.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're gonna have Dalton join the show, and then we're gonna have the girl. He has no clue. He's gonna be blindfolded. He was our feature this week. She will not be. And again, you can see what these people look like on the Tracy's Collision Cam. And then we'll see what happens with Why Am I Still Single with Michael Tisch-Jewelers is coming up.
Oh, yeah. Gary and Johanna in the morning.
Sing in the morning.
You like a sunshine, only giving good vibes, giving.
Like, sometimes if my eyes go out of focus, they stay out of focus for a long time, and that's what's happening to me
I
right
have
now.
that, and I don't have contacts.
Like, come back, come back. I would like to see now.
I don't
Hi,
know.
everybody.
Good morning.
I just hate the way this looks. I don't know.
It's better than yesterday.
But you know what I mean?
Don't you
Like,
think?
why does it have the haze over it?
Yeah, I think that's... Is your camera dirty? Can you, like, wipe it? It really might be.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I see that haze, too.
But it almost looks like chromatic or like...
Yeah,
don't
no, I
if
know
that-
what you're saying. It's wishful thinking that it's just dirty.
I hope it's just
Good
dirty.
morning, Aunt
I don't
Tim.
know what I just did there.
Oh.
I need to get that Wax It Wednesday off the scroll.
Let's have Dalton on at that 20 break just to make sure he's ready.
Yeah, for sure.
Talk to him for a second.
Oh, gosh.
I know, I'm really worried about his... 'cause he was at home. That was like his regular Wi-Fi. I know. I'm trying to figure out her camera, guys. Let's see.
It's just so weird to me because it used to be really good.
Yeah, that was... I feel like that was the best
It
one.
was the best one,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
It really was.
This is just a crazy.
Okay, let's try to sharpen it.
What's happening, Isaac?
What's happening?
What happened to a couple of weeks ago that were sick? Actually, I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Colton and Talia. Oh, yeah, I did hear from him, actually. And I think they're still texting, but work got crazy for her, so they still haven't met up.
That means it ain't meant to be.
Probably. Man, I thought they were going to be a good one for sure. She was one too I wanted to really steal. I thought she was so cute. She had a cute laugh.
A laugh can do it for me.
I know. It was a really good laugh.
I feel bad for people with like really, really, really obnoxious laughs. They're fun to listen to.
Like snorters or wheezers.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, I don't know.
Mike just texted me. He said, "Oh my God, Gary, not everyone is still material." Ha 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 ha.
Is he your chauffeur or what?
Right now? Well, his truck is out of commission,
Oh.
and the Jeep is like the heat is terrible in the winter. So, see, it's like a not a beater Jeep. It's still nice. It's like
Yeah.
a 2015, but it is
Listen.
freezing.
I think it's sweet. I've seen him out
I
there.
like it too.
That makes more sense. I thought you just like were like, I will not drive.
No. Yeah, ever since his tire fell off and then he special ordered and he had custom rims made and I was like, well, that works out well because if it snows, then I don't like driving in the snow.
I would love to have a driver.
See, I like driving though because that's when I like podcasts and stuff.
But
I feel
would
like
you
that's
want to
the
sit
only
in the
time.
back seat, Johanna, or the front seat? With
Definitely
a
the
driver?
back seat, sprawled out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Driver.
people sound like coyotes. Yeah, I've heard a laugher like that.
Like people who sound
this
like
sounds
coyotes.
bad.
Was that you, Gary? Was
No.
that? No, don't you remember?
I did Coyotes Getting Down.
No, I know, but who did the coyote? What was
That's
that?
what she is saying. Did I have a coyote laugh? Is that the joke is on me? I didn't
No,
even
but this
get
is
it.
like an old. This is old material.
No, yeah.
Yes, it is.
yeah,
I'm just trying to
It wasn't
remember.
a coyote, though, was it? It was like a car starting or something.
No, I specifically can hear something in my head that sounds like. Ashley, will you please refresh our brains?
Yeah, because she's saying one of us.
The yotes are getting down. Remember that?
Yeah, that was a hit one.
That was
fun.
a song.
Yeah.
The yote.
The coyotes. Remember
Coyotes
when
are
the
getting
coyotes
down.
were like in the town and they were mating in town? Do you remember any of this?
You remember that?
That was a hit, fresh story.
When
It
was
hot.
that?
It's been a couple years.
This is dangerous.
We don't have anything saved in this system.
You don't have a parody folder?
You don't understand the amount of people that have worked here and the amount of folders, different folders that we have. And
Yeah.
the people that have worked here, they were supposed to save stuff and probably didn't. Or totally you, Gary Bear. Come on, girl. I don't remember being coyote guy.
I remember something happened. Something happened. It was the wheezing or something.
Yeah, I was wheezing. That don't equal coyotes.
Yes, it does. It's like. There's still no.
I see foxes. Foxes?
No, the coyotes, they were really, they
All
were
the
so
time.
Holmes Lake, they were getting down.
They were mating.
I'll check it out,
right?
Isaac.
Weren't they mating or something
Yeah, they were
around?
mating, at least in the song they were.
Well, I thought that's why you wrote the song because they were mating in town.
Yeah.
Maybe you just made that up.
No.
I get all my news from you. I don't know if that's good.
Coyotes are getting down. Guess who just got ate today? Yeah, little Fluffy got out of the back gate. Trying to escape. Man, those coyotes are crazy.
It's a good song. But you sang it like sensually, so
Yeah,
some
I
people were
did,
like
yeah.
so upset about that.
'Cause, yeah, the coyotes are getting down.
Oh my gosh, I want to hear it.
I don't know where it is.
What song was it to?
Why?
The boys are getting down.
Oh, okay.
I feel like
It was when his rib was hurt and he was flipping out in his chair.
Those were not good days. Those were not good days. I
Here,
thought
we
I had
have
support
Oh,
staff
those
around.
were annoying days.
Oh my God. You've never, I just know how you look at your husband after you look at me that way.
hope it works this time. But it worked fine. It was just when we were on air, right? And then when we were off, it was bad.
What in the hell is that song? What did I title it?
Dalton.
Hello?
Hey, what's around your neck?
Man.
That's his
That's gonna be
mask.
his.
I got yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be his blindfold.
Oh,
Nice.
no, he don't sound good.
I know it's choppy. Are you on your cell phone by chance?
That's still a guys. Like
Can you turn? Would it be better if you turn off your Wi-Fi and just use cellular?
That's what I would
Yeah.
do too. The boys are back in town, not getting down, Gary. But I knew what you were talking about.
What did I say? The boys are getting down.
Boys are
Yeah,
getting
the boys
down.
Oh, Kimmy's going to the races.
Dalton, did you turn it
Fun.
off?
Who's all going with you then, Scott?
yeah, I turned it up, breaking out a little.
It's still,
Oh
it's
my
still-
gosh. What was the difference yesterday?
I don't know. I thought it was because we were on air for some reason, because when we were on Zoom, it was normal. But now it's not on Zoom. You're on cellular right now?
Yeah, I go back to my is better.
How close are you to your router? No, he's froze.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, no.
Wouldn't it be better if he just goes out to his car? And
That's
does
kind
it?
of what I was
know,
thinking
yeah.
too.
Maybe it's his house. Oh, he's unfrozen. Dalton. Crazy idea, but what if you were on your cellular in your car or something?
You
Are?
can't hear.
And Cam is live. Search Frog Mornings on YouTube.
I apologize that we have to do this live on the radio, but this is just how it has to be. Why am I still single with Michael Tisch Jewelers? We're just moments away from kicking it off. We're trying to get Dalton all set up. We're having some connection issues. We want this to have a shot at working, and I don't feel confident that we're going to end up with a match into this if we have connection issues. Just because it's awkward to talk to somebody when you can't understand what they're saying. You can't get any flow going.
Right.
And I'm looking at this, man. You can't see him yet if you're on the Tracy's Collision Cam. We can. He's ready to go, man. It looks like he's ready to step into some type of a fitness magazine with that hair. You see it? I see the shoulders. You see the shoulder action, too? He's wearing loose. Yeah, but it's not tight. He's wearing a loose shirt. That means he ain't here to try to get looks or nothing. He knows he's confident with what's underneath that.
You should be.
Clean shaven. He's a good-looking guy. But we're having some problems here. Dalton, can you hear us okay?
Still,
Yeah, see, there it is. Did you ask him about going outside or something? I don't understand why it's
Yeah.
so choppy.
I don't think he heard me though.
I think he may have to go out and sit in your car. What do you think about that? And doing it from out there. You have to get away from your. There's no reason why it should be so choppy.
But you're going to have to turn off your Wi-Fi again.
Yeah, because then it's going to want to connect. You going to try that? We're just watching him walk down the hallway. He went into a different room. He's going to try this room, I think.
Can you hear
but
us?
still sticking out a little bit.
Okay.
Are we choppy? Can you hear us?
Oh my
He
gosh.
gives us blank stares.
Can we message him and tell him?
Can you message him and say, go outside?
Yeah.
Go out to your car.
To your car.
If he can
So you
see
show
you,
him?
do the wheel motion.
Vroom,
yeah.
vroom, vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom.
Okay.
We got to get you out of that house, man. I don't know what's going on.
Unless it's his phone.
Have we talked to the girl yet?
Yeah, she's all ready to go.
She is ready to go?
Right. Yeah.
She's in the waiting room right now?
No, she was waiting for. I told her we were bringing him on first.
Okay. All right. I'm so sorry about all this mess, but we got no other way to test it. So
No.
we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll hopefully have Dalton in his car, He'll have his blindfold on, and then we'll have the girl that's on the show to meet him, and then we'll get into Why Am I Still Single with Michael Tischillers. Just keep in mind that both of these are, nobody has ever said, no, I'm not open to a steal option. So if you see Dalton or hear him and you're into him, or the girl and you want to try to meet him, then you just have to text the show and say steal at 474-FROG, and then pick either the guy or the girl. And then we'll bring you on, see what happens. Why Am I Still Single with Michael Tischillers is next.
Wake up. Gary and Johanna.
Man. Let me see if he even saw my. Yeah, he said he's trying that right now.
I mean, I don't know. Unless it's his phone,
Okay, we have
But
her
I thought
in
he
the
was
waiting
on
room.
like a laptop yesterday or something.
No, I don't think so.
It was phone the whole
I think
time.
it was his phone.
Because his angle was
Yeah, down.
low.
Hello?
Hey, are you in your car?
Oh, yeah, and I can hear you guys fine.
That is
Okay.
much better.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Can we? You good with video?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to get it back on.
Okay. Yeah, this is perfect now.
There you
Just-
go. Oh,
Might need a light.
Is it so cold?
I always forget how dark it
It's
is.
so mysterious. I like
No.
it.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
good. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, I can do it right here.
Yeah, that's good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will put you in the waiting room. Be back with you in just a couple minutes.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, buddy. Good luck. Don't screw it up.
Oh my
I'll
gosh.
try not
No
to.
pressure.
The
Okay.
only thing I don't like about it is I can't see the stylish hair.
I know.
I think he's got a flashlight in there. He can put a flashlight on his face.
You want him
There
to
she
flashlight his
is.
hair?
Yeah.
Hey, pretty girl.
Hi.
Now, do you like to go by Elizabeth or Liz?
Either.
Okay, sounds good. Well, you look great. We just wanted to make sure your sound was all good. And we'll be back with
Ready.
you in just a couple minutes.
Perfect.
All right, sit tight.
She looks cute.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a good move with the car. Wonder what his deal is with this house. I wonder who his internet provider is.
Oh, no.
Bet it's not Allo.
That ain't Allo.
That's for sure.
You get that 1 gig. Guess who just got in?
Ugh, I don't want to hear it. I don't think I'll be satisfied until I hear it.
Engineer just texted us, said since you cleaned your lens, it's far more sharper. And then he found issues in the studio that he's going to be fixing and more in the prod room. So he's
So he
gonna
was
fix
in
them
here
this
then.
weekend.
He was in here then.
Yeah.
Did you move, engineer? Did you move the headphone over into a different channel on the headphone?
It might have been one of the things he found wrong. He said there was some stuff wrong in here. But he said he'll fix it this weekend.
Because I moved it back. I probably shouldn't have.
I don't think I would have touched it.
Well, it doesn't matter because you're not using that studio.
Oh, yeah, good point. Oh, I'm nervous. Oh, Deanna, are you a friend? I take it. You're getting snaps. Do you guys watch the new Bachelor?
I think I'm
Zach?
done with it.
What? Really? I was hoping you'd hang on to it.
No.
It's gonna
Maybe
be
I'll
good.
get into it now.
You should. You've only missed one episode, and you can log into my Hulu if you want to watch it. But
I have Hulu.
Oh, you do?
I just have the ads Hulu though.
That's okay. You can still watch it, but I like the first night because you can see all their outfits and everything. But it's gonna be a really juicy season. You've only missed one episode.
I tried sticking with it. The only time I stuck with a show like that was Bachelor in Paradise that one season.
I like Bachelor in Paradise.
Because
That's
Gary.
juicy.
That's the only reason why.
Really?
Yes.
My friend was on there, and she
I wonder-
said that the boom boom room,
yeah.
she said it was so stained with self tanner. You could see like body imprints when you go use
Oh,
it.
that's gross.
It's pretty nasty.
Yeah, I was gonna watch it. My original idea was so I could make fun of Gary, and then I ended up liking it.
You caught up in it.
It's good, right? It's my
hard
guilty
for me
pleasure
because I just
too.
feel like it's so fake.
It has become more so than it used to be. So
Well, yeah, back in the day, I watched it with Tristan and Ryan.
I know those
That
were
was
the
the
days.
good days.
Tristan and Ryan, you're going way back.
That was when I liked it.
Yeah, it's my guilty pleasure too. I kind of like knowing some of the insider info So that keeps me hooked in because I watch for things now. Like the order, they don't pick the order that they hand out the roses. The producers pick it.
No,
You have to imagine
they can
that,
write the
though,
script.
like because they always do the dramatic one at the end.
Right. And the rose ceremony, you know how it's like morning by the time they're still giving roses away after the cocktail party? They actually, they don't have a ton of time with the bachelor or bachelorette. They just spend that time getting them wasted and more crazy content, obviously, but then they have to tell him the order. He doesn't remember the names, so they have to feed him names before, and then he'll keep leaving and coming back to do roses. Isn't that crazy?
That's
That
so
is crazy.
Every single time you walk out to get fed a name.
Kristen, I was very young. I don't remember how old I was, but I definitely remember it, and
Yeah.
I loved that. Everything about it.
They
They were the cutest, and they're still together.
I know they're like the perfect couple.
This is why I don't think, at least for me, when we do, people's like, well, why am I still single? What happened to so-and-so? What happened to so-and-so?
Right.
The thing that I don't like about the Bachelor stuff is when they bring on the old people. Like, I don't
Yeah.
care what they're doing now.
Yeah,
Right.
They had their
really-
time. They had their
yeah.
time. I don't need them to be a mentor.
They
No.
brought
Just
Sean
get
back
to the
again.
salacious stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's such a good point.
Yeah, the Bachelor picks the girls to a point. He has to leave a certain amount that they still pick. They pick like 5 or 6 of them, something like that. The production. They get to pick like 70%.
You're ruining it more and more for me.
I know, sorry.
More and more, I don't want to watch it.
Because they got to keep the drama people around.
Okay, come on.
That's what I would do if I were to be on those shows. I would just try to be the most crazy one.
Right. You
I'm
can
say
ask
that.
to be. You
I
can
s-
ask to be edited as that.
I say that, but then then they make you look like this.
And then that's how
terrible
people think you
person.
are when you come back to Lincoln, Nebraska.
Then you get death threats.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that. Never mind. I want to be the sweet one. I want to be the nice one. You know.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I put way too much of this on my hands.
It's a lotion.
Yeah.
I'd probably use some.
You want some?
Maybe. I don't know. I smell it. It smells kind of feminine.
I'm a girl.
Joe on the Tracy's Collision Cam.
Every morning.
Just head over to Facebook. Facebook.com/Froggy981.
Okay. I think we're ready to go. We have Dalton outside now. He's in his car. He's on to meet a girl. Dalton, how many times have you been on the show?
This is my 3rd time on Why Am I Still Single? I think 5th time on the show overall.
Is that right?
Dang.
So the previous 2 Why Am I Still Singles, did you say hot? Did you say yes, you want to continue with them, both of those, or how did they end up?
They both ended in dump.
Really?
I love it. This is what I like. Is this man not in? What I tell you, if he's not into it, we're all gonna know. We're all good, ain't we?
I'm honest.
There's no sense
good. I think
carrying
that-
something on if you're not into it. Yeah.
I think the most kind thing you can do if you don't like the other person is to say no. That's the best thing you can do.
Yeah, it's much better than and
And
then
then-
they're waiting for you to text them and you never do.
And then- yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, well, let's see where this thing goes, Dalton. You know, we've added something to it since you were on last. He's taking a lot of breaths. Have you noticed that? Are you a little
No,
nervous?
I haven't noticed the breath.
I've been watching his
I've seen it.
respiratory. So we've added this deal, Dalton, which means if there's another woman that's watching this that wants to meet you, all they need to do is text the word steal to 474-FROG. And then if that happens during your date with the girl that we have on here to meet you, we will pull you aside. We'll put her in the waiting room and say, hey, man, here's another girl. You got another option here. What do you want to do? Then you may have to make another decision. It doesn't happen all the time, but it is a possibility. And she also could have that chance, too, to meet somebody else.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Why don't you go ahead and put your blindfold on now? And then we're going to bring her on the show. She already knows what you look like, so she's not going to be blindfolded. He's having a hard time making it fit. What is it that he's putting on his face?
It's like
Is that-
tights.
Leggings.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go over the ears. I think.
Yeah.
I
Get
just
her
don't want to
through
mess
good.
that fresh hair.
Are those your leggings?
Yeah, they're mine.
Are they silk? What are they? They look like silk, don't they?
They're like workout pants.
They're like to keep you warm.
Are they? They're super tight on your body, ain't they?
Oh, they're super tight. Everything is really good.
You can't see through the
Nice.
fabric, can you?
No.
Okay,
I'll
all
bring her
right.
on.
Let's go ahead and bring on the girl that is here to meet you. Her name is Elizabeth. Elizabeth, can you hear us okay?
Yes.
Hi. Good morning. How are you?
Hey, good morning. Good.
Are you ready for this?
No.
No? Well, we're going to do it anyway. Do you know what is about to happen? Have you watched these before, or are you?
Kind of a little. I've heard it on the radio, so yeah, a little bit.
Okay, we'll simplify it for you. Real simple. We have a guy here. You know what he looks like, right? He doesn't know what you look like. You guys are going to go on a little blind date here. We're going to play some music, and you're just going to talk to him and see how this goes, just for a few moments. And then the second part of it is he'll take off his blindfold and see you. And then the third part is you guys decide whether or not you want to exchange information. No guarantee of a date or meeting or anything like that. It's just, let's continue talking.
Okay.
The only thing that can change all of that is if somebody wants to steal you or steal him. And if that's the case, then they would text the show, 474-FROG, and say steal Elizabeth or steal Dalton. And if that happens, if somebody wants you, we'll pull you aside and say, hey, here's another guy that wants to meet you. What do you want to do?
Okay.
All right?
Cool.
But there's no guarantee of that. We're just going to have to kind of play it by ear and see how it goes. But let's go ahead and start the blind date here. Dalton, can you introduce yourself and say hi to Elizabeth?
Hi, my name's Dalton. How are you?
I'm good. How are you this morning?
Not too bad. What do you do for work?
I work at a doctor's office. I'm the schedule coordinator for him.
Okay, how do you like that?
Good. It's busy.
Yeah, that's good.
What about you?
I sell cars, actually. I've been doing that for about 4 years now.
Nice.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, that keeps you busy.
Yeah, it keeps me busy, pays the bills.
That's the whole point. What do you like to do for fun?
I spend a lot of time either at work or the gym or hanging out with my dog, Anubis. I call him Newbie, though.
What kind of dog?
He's an American Bully XL, so he's about 120 pounds. Just a giant goofball.
I don't have a dog. Huh?
Do you have any animals?
I have a 6-year-old son. Does that count?
Oh, I guess that counts.
About the same size as your dog.
Probably.
Okay. What else do you like to do other than the gym and your dog?
I like hanging out with my friends. I like going golfing and playing sports and that kind of stuff. What about you?
Like to be outside. Like to go to the gym. Getting back into the gym. But
Okay.
other than that, I suck at golf. I'm the which is bad because my brother went to school for golf. So yeah, not very good at it.
Should be giving you free lessons or something.
He tried. It ended with the golf club being in the water.
Okay, guys, let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and stop the date there. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Dalton, you're going to take the blindfold off and be able to see Elizabeth. If anybody wants to steal either Dalton or Elizabeth, and you can see what they look like now, even though Dalton has got leggings over his face, you can see Elizabeth. You're going to want to text the show 474-FROG and say steal Elizabeth or steal Dalton. We'll also read some of the comments that are coming in. And then you guys will decide whether or not you want to exchange information, okay?
Perfect.
All right, it's Why Am I Still Single? You can watch it in addition to listening to it now at Froggy981.com or on Facebook, Froggy981. We're back in 3 minutes.
Gary and Johan.
Okay, you guys just keep talking like we're not here.
I like the covering you chose.
Yeah, I was kind of makeshift last second. I thought I had some like a old mask or something, but I couldn't find anything, so I just grabbed some pants.
I heard you're having some technical difficulties on your Wi-Fi, so you had to run out to your car.
Yep, so I'm sitting in my truck right now. It's a little cold out here, but it's getting better.
It's Nebraska. We'll have
Yeah,
all the seasons all in 1 week.
Yeah, at least I got heated seats, so I'm sitting cozy now.
What else do you have to do today?
Oh, just run some errands, go get my windows tinted, get a haircut, go to the grocery store, just some basic stuff, nothing crazy.
Fun adult life.
Yep, living the dream.
What's your, other than country, what's your second favorite kind of music?
Probably like 2000s hip hop, 2010s rap and hip hop. That's what I like to listen to. What about you?
Yeah, probably about that. More of like the old school country, trying to dab into more stuff.
Okay,
Hold on,
I
Nugget.
like it.
Sorry, hold on. You have to go in your tablet out there, okay? How old's your dog?
He's about 2 years old now.
Okay. What is your go-to gym pump song?
Ooh, it's usually anything Eminem right now. That's probably my go-to.
Dalton, do you have any questions for her?
I don't know.
She's asking all the
know.
questions.
I'm stumbling right now.
Yeah, I can tell. And she's run out, I think. She's doing a great job trying to keep the conversation going. Very cold, Troy says.
Do you want us to start asking questions?
Longest 3 minutes ever.
Was it just my end or did it freeze this whole time?
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we have like
We have more time.
15
There's more
seconds.
time.
It's almost up, and then we'll let you know whether or not there's a steal here. Okay, guys. Hang on one second.
Facebook.com/Froggy981.
If you're watching on the Tracy's Collision Cam, it got a little awkward with these two, and I don't want to guess or anything. We'll have to wait and see what they ultimately decide. Dalton and Elizabeth are on to meet each other for Why Am I Still Single with Michael Tisch Jewelers. Before we let you know whether or not there's a steal on the table, let's get to some of the comments, Johanna. What are you seeing rolling in?
John says, wow, he's not interested at all. Missy says cold. This is hard to watch. Awkward silence. A lot of people talking about the silence.
Yeah.
That's the majority of the comments.
All right, now let's get to whether or not there's a steal for either of you two. If there is a steal, then we'll bring that person on the show, and you'll have a chance to either pick them, pick the person you're on to meet, or you can, end up not picking either. Megan, what are you seeing coming in?
We do have a steal.
All right.
They are joining
Is
in
it
a second here.
for Elizabeth or is it for Dalton?
It's for Elizabeth.
Okay, let's put Dalton back into the waiting room. Dalton will be back with you in a second, okay, buddy?
Yep, sir.
All right. My guess is, Elizabeth, you're probably open to a steal. Yes.
It's okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, we're trying to get this person on the show.
Yeah, they are working on it here.
Now, what's different about this is now she can see them, but that's fine, right? Because that's the way this ended up being. She doesn't need to be blindfolded or anything, does she? She knows what Dalton looks like. It's fair that she sees what this person looks like.
Yeah.
Don't you
You
think?
guys
I
know
think
who
it's
this
fine.
person is.
We do?
Oh.
You do.
All right. Whenever you're ready to bring them on the show.
I said, oh, like that. I don't know. Okay.
So you'll have just a little bit of time with this person, and then you'll have to decide, oh, I see who this person is. This is a big fan of the show. His name is Tap Dancing Joe, it looks like.
Hey,
Hi.
Joe,
How are you?
meet Elizabeth.
good. Hi, Elizabeth.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good. What are you up to this morning?
Not much. Just kind of woke up and then.
Joe,
What?
why are you trying to steal her? What is it about Elizabeth that drew you to text us?
Well, it seemed to be going south, so I thought I'd just give it a shot.
It was going south. It was rough.
See if I can spice it, maybe.
Spice.
Try and steal. Try and steal.
Elizabeth, he's feeling real confident about himself. Last week we gave him his first kiss live on the radio.
Oh.
Yeah. He watched videos and everything, practiced, and then had a big moment last week. So
I bet, Gary, that's what he wants you to be telling the girl. That
Right? You're ruining it for him.
Please tell her he just had his
ruined
first
my
kiss
streak cred,
live on
Gary.
radio.
maybe he's kissed another one since.
Okay.
Oh man, that's not helping.
Let's not bring that up. Okay.
Yeah. That's the way to make someone go real south. But so I didn't really hear anything mostly about you, so I will start out real quick. I'm 21. I'm single. I like basically outdoors. See here. I have an older brother and a younger sister.
Joe?
Yeah.
Quite the bio.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna put you in the waiting room for a minute. That was a great job. Hang on one second for us, okay?
He said, he said, I didn't hear much about you.
Here's something about
Here's
me.
a million things about me.
Okay, listen, Elizabeth, this is let's just talk to you right
Yeah.
now and not have either of the two guys on. We're gonna give you an option to either accept Joe and his steal option, or to go back and talk to Dalton. Now, at this moment, if you don't want to do either, you don't have to, and we would invite you to come on the show next week to be our featured girl for Why Am I Still Single. So we would post a picture of you and a little bio about you, and then try to find a guy that matches you up.
Okay.
Is there any of those that sound appealing to you?
I would rather come back on as myself next week.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for coming on, Elizabeth. We'll have you.
Thank
If there's any
you.
guys that are watching this that want to meet her, text the show or message the show. We'll have you on next Thursday, okay?
It'll be
Thanks.
better next week.
Yeah.
I've got you. Yes, it will be.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Elizabeth. Let's go ahead and bring
Thank you.
Dalton on the show so we can let him know what's going on. He probably
Yeah.
knows as well.
What if, though? What if he was going to stay?
No. No. We
Not-
did him a
not-
solid.
not
We just
today.
did this guy. So you can take the
Oh.
thing off your face.
You did.
Yeah. So we knew what your answer was going to be, Dalton. You said it without saying anything, pretty much.
Yeah, it was a little awkward. Definitely awkward.
Yeah. So she's not coming back on. She also decided the same thing. We knew what you were going to say, so we're over 3 with you. But that's okay. You're a good-looking guy, and you should be selective. You know, you're great. You're a great dude, and we'll keep an eye out for you. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. We appreciate you being on the show again, Dalton. You take care of yourself. All right.
Yep. See you guys later.
Okay, man. That's Why Am I Still Single with Michael Tisch Jewelers.
Bring the alarm.
Gary and Johanna in the morning.
Waiting room.
Oh, yeah. Let's bring Joe on.
We did not throw him to the curb.
No.
We just
know
did
him.
but we did him a solid.
Oh yeah,
We
we
know
knew what he
him.
was gonna do. Joe. Joe. Joe.
He froze.
Oh, there he
There
is.
he is. Hey, buddy. We gave her.
Hey.
Were you listening? We gave her the option, and she decided to come back next week as the feature for Why Am I Still Single?
Okay.
Okay, so if you want to meet her next week, message the show, and Megan's going to be trying to find the perfect fit for her. Okay.
Okay.
Where are you now? Are you back in David City, or are you still in Lincoln?
Yeah, I'm in David City.
Made the move back, did you?
Yeah.
He works there now.
Yeah, you got a
Yeah.
job and everything. Getting back on your feet.
Yeah, I'm applying. There's a few jobs that are getting a good fit. Like I'm going to be probably working at Ace.
Ace is the place. Isn't that it?
This is the
Place
place.
What's the slogan? You got to know the slogan if you work there.
No, you don't.
I didn't even know they had one.
All right, my man.
All I've heard ever since I was in Lincoln was either Menards or Walmart.
Yeah, that's
What's
true.
Menards?
When you say big money, when you shop Menards,
What's Walmart?
like spend money, save money, Walmart.
Is that really?
I don't know. They're going to say spend money. Or
Spend
maybe.
money, save money. I like it.
All right. Hey,
thought it
listen,
was-
thank you for doing the steal. That helped the show. We appreciate it, my man.
Yeah.
You take care of
You're
yourself,
welcome.
buddy, all right? Always nice
All right.
seeing your face. You take care.
All right,
All right,
you
Joe.
too.
Bye,
See you, buddy.
Joe.
Bye, Joe. I didn't even know they had one.
I thought it was not that. It is save. The Menards one he said is correct, but that's not the one I had in my head.
What'd you have? Thank you for shopping at Walmart. That's it, Georgia?
I don't know.
Ace is the place, the helpful hardware store.
Is that it? Did you look
That's
it up?
what Josh said.
Oh.
Man.
Take your kids in line. 6 get half off.
What?
Spank your kids in aisle 6. Get half off. What?
I haven't heard that one.
I don't know. I don't go to Walmart super often,
Yeah.
but I just went the other day. And every time I go, I don't know if it's every time I'm going at the same time, but there is this guy that follows me and asks it to help me. Like every
Same
single
guy?
time. Yes. Yes. He's tall and lanky, and he's got a super comb over. Like he live in a big lie. Live in a big lie. I hope he doesn't listen. Actually, I don't care.
Is he handsome?
Well, now I do care if he listens. Sorry.
That's okay. You can't say everybody in
But
this
you know,
life
like,
is handsome.
I don't know if it's like a certain time because I'm going in the later in the evenings, but it's like so too overly helpful. Like I don't want help.
I get that. There's a lady at Sam's Club is the same way.
Yeah.
She does a wonderful job. She really does. And I
Right.
know that they are very happy with her work because she cares
Right.
about her job.
Exactly.
Truly.
Exactly.
But when I go in, I always have to show my card. And she's like, "Thank you, sir, so much. I'm so appreciative of you taking the time to." She goes through this whole thing. I'm like, okay. You're welcome. Can I
like
just have the
I'm
card?
running it. I'm running it.
Yeah, and then she'll repeat it to the next one. And then, I mean, she's super, super sweet, but
Yeah.
it's every time.
I know. No, I don't. I'll be honest. I don't know where the thing is that I want to find, but I don't want your help finding it.
Sometimes I just want to go on a search for it.
Yeah.
And I'm never honest when I go to the front and they say, "Did you find everything you're looking for?" No, I did not. I cannot find, but I never say that. I always say,
No,
yeah.
I say the opposite. I'm like, I found too much.
No, is that your
Yeah, I
go-to?
do.
Yeah, my go-to
I
is.
do that.
Yeah. But here's the thing. What happens if you say, "No, I did not find what I'm looking for"? Where does the conversation go then? Are they
Well,
supposed
what
to
were
now
you
help
looking
me?
for? And then they're going to put the red light on, and they're going to call somebody,
No,
and I'm waiting in
do you
line.
think that's really going to happen?
Try it.
How about you try? You sounds like you find less than I do.
At that point, if I've gotten to the register, I've given up. I'm just ready to get out of here.
That's so true. That's
and
what
go
I'm,
to a different store
but
and
that's
find what I
I'm
was
saying
looking
is,
for.
why are they asking it? Because you think that they're honestly going to help you find it?
I don't know. So good looking.
God,
or whatever, Ashley.
That is not it. I think this guy helps everybody, and he's just overly helpful. Kind of like a car. Don't really want to talk to the salesman. Well, you have to talk to the salesman for that.
I want to get that. Don't we have a Samoan that's a listener?
Ethan.
Ethan, is he on here?
I saw Nathan on here.
Gary Greenwood, you know if you use the app.
Okay, Carrie, I do that.
Use the app.
I do that, and it's not always right. Sometimes the app lies to you. Or the way that they do the aisles, like at the big, huge Target, the super Target.
Yeah.
Some aisles are labeled, and they're like a kiosk. Not a kiosk, but you know what I mean? Like the little middle things.
Oh,
In caps?
Yeah.
Why are those an aisle?
Kiosks. Oh, I don't know. It's a good question. That Target, I know I can find anything in that Target that I need.
Which one?
That's
Super?
the best
Super,
Target.
yeah.
Yeah, that is.
I
the
will
best
drive
Target.
all the way to that Target from
Yeah,
my home
yeah.
because it is the best
That
Target.
one's down the street from my house.
Just the
It's
produces.
dangerous.
Come on. That's why I have to go to Hy-Vee for my produce. Like I go to 4 different stores.
So does my Instacart girl.
When I worked at Target, I never asked if they found everything because I didn't care. I appreciate that. I like that.
I know.
I like it.
That's hilarious.
I will look at this is the two things that I do when I'm checking out. I'll look at the age of the person that's doing it because I want a go-getter. I don't want an old person. They move too slow. And then I see how chatty they are. Because
Yeah.
there's one lady, I think she got fired at a different grocery store because she talked too much to people. And I don't like that. I don't like it. But she also had a coupon book with her.
Oh, I think I've
No
had someone with
way.
a coupon
So
book
she will
before.
stop and try to find I mean, she's so helpful, but it takes
a long time.
forever.
Yeah.
If she saved me some good money, I might be okay with that.
She probably helped you dent some cans, get you the coupons.
Yes. She like has a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel, Lori?
Let's just put a couple marks on this.
What'd you say?
That is so crazy.
70th and Pine Lake, huge crash.
I
Someone
had
just messaged
a,
us.
sounds really weird.
Hmm.
I either had a dream or something that made me have a feeling this morning that there was a big crash today.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me look and see what it
Like
says.
I kind of had anxiety. I was gonna like see a crash today.
Oh,
That sounds really psycho and weird, but
right? Well, that sounds like you're very intuitive.
she just about won't let you leave until you max out the Circle app. I'm fine with that because you know what? I always forget to look
I
at
like
the
that
Circle
too.
coupons until I'm like at the register, and then I'm stressed. I'm like buying something without clicking the button. They should make it so you could scan the items and it tells you if there's a coupon. That's what they should do. Oh, see?
Yeah.
Ashley
she said
knows.
it's holding up the entire area. So if you're around there,
She's still at Super Target. Everybody knows who this lady is. She only works part-time, mostly during the day, and she no longer has her coupon book. I wonder if people have complained. A lot of people know this lady you're talking about, Gary.
People complaining about her?
Yeah, someone said she still works there, and she works part-time, mostly during the day. And she doesn't.
She was at a different store before that. I think she was at Hy-Vee before that. And now she's at Target. She did the South Target.
ooh, we have
Matt,
this-
that North Walmart is like a whole nother world. That's where I
Yeah.
go because it's closest to my house, and it's an experience. That's who I'm talking about. Where the guy literally pops up in every aisle. Do you need something? No, I don't.
No, I
Yet
don't.
again, 3 aisles ago, I didn't need anything.
Okay. We got I Do IQ booked for next week at Sisters.
Nice. Very nice. nice, very nice, very
That's a good way to do it, Megan. Megan says, if I have the time, I'll always choose her line. If I don't, I split.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
see?
always in her. I always just want to get out. Like I just don't want
Yeah.
to. It's like I don't know.
Corey, do you think you make it better than anybody else? If you're being honest. No? You're kidding. Rachel.
Dan doesn't like me going there at night. I don't care.
North Walmart,
Yeah,
Oh.
it's Lincoln. You're fine.
that's what I said.
Have a piece of gum over there, please.
My God. You took the pack I gave you home with you, didn't you?
We did have another steal.
No,
Then where
for
is
him
it?
or her.
I don't know.
Then where is it?
How do you know?
It didn't show when I was on text earlier.
Oh!
Well, maybe I did take it home.
Yeah, you did because
Gosh.
it was over there.
There was another steal. We'll see who it was for.
I hope it's for him.
You do?
Yeah, make the guy feel good.
I should have peed. Do I have time?
You should have peed.
Does she have time to pee?
Yeah, you got time to pee.
Good. I'm ready to go slow now.
Huh?
How much time?
You gonna do a slow pee? You push it out fast anyway. You
No,
said
I will push it out fast. I'm just taking my time getting up.
you got 6 minutes.
Oh, that's plenty of time.
That's plenty of
You
time.
good. Unless you have to do other business. I don't know how long that would take.
What's up, girl?
You think I'm gonna poop at work? Ew.
People do.
I know. I smell it all the time.
Trust me.
I would have such bad anxiety. I'd never be able to. Not a chance.
Well, they do it right here too, right down the hallway from us.
Yeah. Is
It's
there
the
a
guys.
basement
It's
bathroom?
it's got yeah. It
Where's
has
the
to be the
basement?
KLAN guys. They just don't care. You get to that age, you know.
Yeah. Everybody would go down at the other place in the basement.
There's
and
the
go.
basement one here.
Yeah. That's very unfortunate. And that's like right where people are entering the building.
Yeah.
That would be so embarrassing to open the door and waft out the smell to the people you're walking.
Well,
that are
yeah.
walking by.
Also, that's like the guest bathroom.
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. I actually, looking back, I think there was someone I led there after What's in the Box, and I
Yeah.
think it was pretty smelly. It wasn't the one they went into, but it was right next to it,
Oh.
and it was very embarrassing to walk
Bad.
by.
Bad, bad, bad.
I wonder if we're going to be able to make that product happen tomorrow.
I don't know.
Let's see. I do have Dougie Fresh wanted to come do What's in the Box tomorrow.
Oh, he did.
He does, yeah.
Is it because he wants Brooks and Dunn tickets, or he just wants to be on the show? He hasn't been on in a while.
I think he had the day off, and I think he wanted tickets, maybe.
Yeah.
Because I think he can't ever come because of that.
Yeah.
Oh, you got soul too, Isaac. How's the lonely house going?
Terrible.
You need to come up with like a hobby or something besides jiu-jitsu.
I got to start doing projects. At
You
the
need like a
house.
house project, yeah.
I do. I got a lot of them.
Are you a fix-it guy or no?
I'm a kind of fix-it guy, but not a true fix-it guy.
Okay.
Not like
You're
your
like a
husband.
makeshift guy. Not
Yeah,
like
the stuff that I
MacGyver?
have isn't that big a deal. Like I can handle it. There's nothing that's
You could teach yourself on YouTube. You can do anything with YouTube.
yeah.
Yep, Elizabeth is in for sure for next week.
Did you find out if there was a guy or a girl for this deal?
I wrote him back and I said, "Who is this for? I'm so sorry. We just saw this." And the way they have texted before, and it sounds like it was a guy, so it's probably for her.
gotcha.
If he's great though, maybe I'll have him on next week. Yeah, it does. I was just thinking that.
A different flavor.
Yeah, she's full of it. She says she's never farted before, Corey. That's not even possible. She says she farts to her mouth. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of.
I do. Oh my gosh.
No way.
I burped so many times yesterday. It was so gross. But yeah, I get reminded of that. You can ask my kids. They
Megan,
think
it
it's
just means you do
so
it in
weird.
private.
In private,
they're all
I'm never in
silent.
private. I always have somebody around. I
Huh?
can't do anything alone. I'm never in private at my house. Mike works from home.
You
so
can
he's
fart in
always
your
there.
car. I know you don't because of the vented seats and thing that gets in the little
I won't
vents.
fart in the holes.
Yeah,
Even if I had to, I'd get out of the car.
Get out.
No,
There's
Joe.
so many holes in those seats.
Joe, we're talking about somebody else. We know you tried to steal, or an additional person tried
Yeah,
to steal.
someone else did. And I think it's a guy in the way that they wrote. Oh wait, never mind. Nope. That's what I do, a cute girl.
Oh my gosh.
What'd you do different to your hair, Joanna?
I did it.
It's pretty. It looks good.
Oh, it's so thin right now. I can't stand it. I'm trying to make it grow back. I've been putting that oil in my hair. I decided not to today because I'm sick of it looking greasy.
It looked a little yesterday.
It was bad yesterday.
It's not a bad look. A greased look ain't a bad look on a girl.
I don't
if you
care.
grease it back. But on a guy, it's not a good look.
No, it's not. You're right. I put this oil in. You're supposed to put it in every day, but it's like you put it in every day and it makes your hair look greasy every day. I don't want my hair to look greasy every day.
Why would you?
I don't know. And also, it's like thinning out. So now I have to. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just trying
I
to
don't
make my
care
hair grow
either.
back.
I don't even care.
Dane's been using it now, so now I gotta buy double the amount.
The grease?
Yeah. It's supposed to make your hair grow. He's losing it.
Yeah, it happens.
He yells at me because he sees a picture from behind. He's like, "Why did you tell me?" I'm like, "You wanted me to tell you?" I
He's
didn't
losing
know.
back here, too?
Yeah.
Oh, like the donut
No,
one?
you got front and back?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Would he ever just shave it then?
Yeah, he will. He already said he would.
Yeah.
I think you have to.
You think he has a good head shape?
Tara, I wash my hair twice a week. That's it. I don't like washing it. Even that, I just feel like it breaks off.
Have you tried Olaplex? Either like their shampoo, conditioner, or like their product?
No, I
They're really nice. I get it half off. If you ever wanted to try it out.
Yeah. I don't know what to use. I don't know what to do with my hair right now. It sucks. Losing your hair, postpartum stuff. I'm sorry to every person out there that's had a baby in the last year.
Oh, by the way, update, if you're listening yesterday by this time, it's not mastitis, it's premenstrual.
We don't know. It could be pre-mastitis. We don't know.
No, no.
It still
you
hurts.
told me. I know it
But
does.
why does only one boob hurt if it's premenstrual?
I don't even know what premenstrual means, really.
It's symptoms.
I know, but why? What causes symptoms? What causes
Hormones?
the soreness?
Hormones?
We got more hormones. Can't even say it,
Hormone.
in that boobie than the other one. We're going to bring Corey on the show in the next 10 minutes to tell us something. Well, before we do that, we want to talk a little bit about it. He got a girl's number. Corey works at the radio station. He's kind of new. He does afternoons here, I think. Or no, actually, I don't know what he does. I don't know when he's on. He's on the prowl for a woman, kind of. And he's always looking for opportunity. You know, the one that he had met, I was on vacation when it happened, but he went on a date with her for 7 days in a row, and then she dumped him, didn't she, after that?
Yeah.
Something like that.
She said she dumped him, but he tries making it sound like, oh, it was kind of mutual, but really it was.
Right.
He just agreed with her when she said, this was a nice experience.
Yeah,
Let's
he
be
would have
done.
kept going for sure.
Yeah.
This one, the play, where he got the number to me is weird.
No, it's not. Oh, yes, it is.
The one that he told us yesterday.
Yes, it is. Okay, I was thinking of like the all-encompassing place.
Right.
But like the place within the place, weird.
I mean, I get it. In that environment that you would want to get it, but to even ask for it, to me is.
This is what's crazy to me, and this might sound rude, but I don't mean it to be rude. Is she saw.
He had his shirt off.
Yes, and she went for it.
He had, yeah.
It makes me want to see him with his shirt off.
He had. Maybe we'll have him do it when he comes in.
Think he will?
On the cam.
I bet he won't.
Why? He does it in front of strangers.
We can ask him. Sometimes it's easier to do things like that in front of strangers than it is in front of people that you see every day.
I guess so. But it also should make him feel good about himself if he attracted a woman to him.
That's true. What's he got under the hood, I guess?
Did she know who he was?
I don't know. There's some
Sometimes
details.
that can come into play.
There's some details about it.
So you think it wasn't the shirt?
I didn't say that. I was just wondering.
There's no way it was his shirt off. It had to be his popularity for sure.
You just never know. He's a popular guy.
Donna says, I hope he didn't tell one of his stupid jokes.
Well, I think he might have because we heard maybe a little bit of the end of the story, that there is an end of the story already.
Right.
I think, but I don't know.
Well, we told him to stop because we don't want to hear any more about it until we get him on the radio.
I know.
So where did he get this number? His shirt was off, and he got a number. He's going to tell the story when we come back in just a minute. I just think it's weird.
It's everything that happens to him is weird.
Yeah.
Because he's weird. You know what? People used to get mad at us for saying that, but it is true.
We don't get hate for saying that anymore, by the way.
Andrew on the cam, he's popular? Question mark?
He's popular.
We'll have him on the show when we come back.
Oh, I know.
We got a new first-time viewer.
Oh.
Clinton.
Clinton.
Bye,
What's up,
Kathy.
man? It's first time viewer. Are you first time listener? Where are you from? Welcome.
That's exciting.
You want to send
Welcome to the show.
Send him a link so if you get on real quick.
Good first time for you to watch. I
Ooh.
washed my hair and did it. So
Corey, you're up next. Why?
no, you were listening. You knew it was your
Yes,
time to
he's
shine.
listening
You
back
knew it was your
there.
time to shine. Hey,
Go get it. You got time.
we need you in here for real.
Don't go.
No, I'm not trying none of that. These phones, man. Why gotta answer the phone?
I wish we knew who before we answered. You know.
Hello, Froggy 98. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, bud?
Not much.
What's going on?
Why are you calling us?
Wondering what color I am.
Oh, buddy. You're calling the right radio station, but
9.
at the wrong time. What are you trying to win?
All right.
Don't even know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're not giving anything away
He just
right
hung
now.
up. He just hung up. That's so weird.
That's why I don't like answering phones.
That's just weird to me though that you would just randomly call and be like,
Well,
what?
yeah, no, people here. You could win. Be caller.
What? No, I have no idea who he is. That guy's listening from Africa?
Clinton is? I'm cool. Watching from Ghana, Africa. That's cool, man.
It's not
Ed's
working.
gonna be here this weekend, fixing some things up. The mic. I think he's replacing the mic. No?
Clinton, you want to come
Is he
on the
in here?
cam?
He texted and said, I'm coming this weekend to fix everything.
Yeah, we fixed it last night. And it's a weird story.
What?
What we need from you guys is to communicate. Like when something like that happens, if you guys can text us and say, "Hey guys, we
Yeah,
It
last.
works in there.
Oh, last time I talked to him just this morning, he said, let's see. I found issues in both the studio and Prod 2 yesterday. I'm going to fix this weekend.
Yeah, but it works.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had no idea.
The microphone works. He fixed it.
And then he said my headphone connector in here is number 5 because number 1 hadn't.
Clinton.
Okay, well then
Yeah.
we're running out
I'll
of.
get outta here.
We're running out of. We're running out of.
I was curious to see if it was more of a shocking thing. If you were still getting shocked.
Oh, yeah.
That might still be a case, but
Yeah, I'm getting a new box. I know that.
yeah, and the headphone jack was jacked up. You know how you have to wiggle it, right?
Yes. Yep. Here, well, I'll get out of here.
Well, no, I was curious if it didn't work. You tried it this
Oh, no, I just didn't because he just said he was going to come this weekend, so I figured
Yeah,
he
no,
didn't.
I was curious. I thought he and I talked last night, and I said I would give it a go. I'd be curious to see how it works in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
And then
to
he's
know
like,
those
yeah, I can do
things.
it.
I'm surprised he
no one
didn't
told
say that.
us?
And
Yeah.
then nobody told us.
Leave. Oh my God.
Well, it's business as usual.
What is business as usual? It is business as usual. No communication at a place that's
kidding.
known for communication. It's very confusing.
If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But it should work.
I don't know. I'm confused. These messages are confusing me.
I would hope it works. If it doesn't work,
Now you're backtracking. Now you're backtracking on whether or not it works.
because now the pressure's on.
Yeah. I would probably not guarantee anything to work here. You're about up, bud. Oh, you want to see if it works?
Hello? No, it does not work. There, it's in and out.
Did you hear that first little talk?
What is that?
I think I thought he said I was getting a new mic and box.
Yeah.
I think he's saying that he put a Band-Aid on it for now.
Oh, okay.
No, what you're saying.
The microphone thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't either, man. I just talk. We're just talking in this microphone.
It is weird that it does what it does, though.
I just don't want to hurt. I had such a bad migraine last week from that whole hour that I was sitting there with my scab. It was not fixed.
This microphone is not fixed, dude.
No. Oh.
What?
Did you just switch something?
No.
It just shocked me.
I plugged something in.
Yeah, you just switched it. I saw you switch.
I didn't switch anything. I plugged your headphones in. Okay, so Corey got a girl's number. We know that. We talked about that a moment ago. It's not uncommon. I mean, he was on a date. He had 7 dates in 7 days. Took her to the quilt museum. This is a girl, and that didn't work out. So now he's probably, I don't know, going to do a different strategy, possibly with the girl that he met 2 days ago. 2 days ago. He is trying to change the way his body looks. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like the way it looks, so he's doing like stretch machines and stuff like that. Over at Genesis, he's been working out. If you go to the Genesis on O Street, you may see this man in there.
I alternate.
Between that one and a different one?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. This is kind of how I ran into the lady, the victim, I should say.
At the other one?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he met a girl in the sauna. So
She preyed on me. I was totally innocent.
Well, first you called her the victim. Now you're the victim.
Well, I'm changing around, getting more clarification.
So so walk us through how this happened. You go into a sauna when you're done working out. Is that right?
Yeah.
You are just wanting to relax. You go in there with no shirt on.
I'm all swole.
Right? You're
Yeah,
swole.
I'm swole.
Johanna and Megan and the listeners are all wanting to know if they can see what that looks like.
Maybe. You go to my OnlyFans page. You can start shelling out some cash. I don't show this off for nothing.
I would pay money.
It's a gun show.
I would pay money.
Yeah, you pay to go to a gun show.
No, I pay to see you with your shirt off.
Okay.
Corey, did she know who you were?
No, I lied to her. Told her where I worked.
What? So she does know
She
where you
doesn't
work.
know where I work. No. I was telling you guys this story because I wanted to tell you how it ended. And
I want to know before you tell us how it ended, how it started. So you walk into this, you have your shirt off. Do you have a towel wrapped around you? Are you naked under the towel?
No, I'm not.
You have shorts or underwear
Shorts.
on? Okay, so then you're sitting there, and is it just you and this woman?
I'll take a picture of it next time I'm in there, and I'll send it to you.
I want to walk you through with a series of questions.
Okay.
So you're sitting in this cedar box, and then is it just you and her?
Yes.
Okay. And now, so you're in there sweating, she's in there sweating.
Yeah.
And do you notice her looking at you?
We looked at each other when I first walked in.
Okay, so then what? You look and smile?
Yeah, I just gave her the head nod.
Okay, all right. And then how long before conversation started?
Within a couple seconds, because she said, you think I could throw some water on there?
On where?
On the rocks.
And what'd you say?
I said, I don't know if I've never done it. And I said, I don't have any water. And I don't know if this is the one where you throw water on it.
Okay.
And she says, I'm going to throw water on it. I says, I won't tell anybody. And then
She'd laugh.
Yeah. And then she poured some water on it. And she says, I think I said, do you come here often? I said, I just started coming here. And we started talking, and then I told her I was a connoisseur, which I go to saunas. And I'm a
Connoisseur.
Yeah. And she liked that. She says, well, what other saunas do you go to? So I started naming them off. And I said, there's a really good one. And I kind of had to get into details. And she says, I'd really like to check that one out. That one sounds, and it is really interesting. And I said, well, we can probably.
Oh, my God. You have a sauna date.
Pull it off. And then, so we exchanged numbers. And this is new to me. You could take cell phones into the sauna, which I never did before. But now,
why would you?
I listen to music, I guess.
I guess.
And so we exchanged numbers. And then later that night, I went on her social media pages, and I saw a picture of her with a dog. And then I texted her, and I said, I don't think we should do the sauna date. I ain't no good with women.
Why?
Because we were talking about it the day before that, about where I'm at this interesting crossroads where I could be single or I could be together with somebody, right?
Yeah.
And remember having that conversation? And I visualized myself, and I had flashes of Gary Greenwood and Johanna, and I was like, yeah, I don't need to be part of this festivities. I don't see myself being in this on the couch.
I don't think I'm connecting the dots, though.
I'm
Because
not
it took
either.
for you, why, what was it about seeing her on one of her social media pages that
With
made
a
you?
dog.
Yeah, I just was like, that's not my scene. I was like, I'd rather.
dog?
Well,
The dog ruined it
the whole
because she
thing.
has a dog.
The whole
Dog
thing.
too close to a kid.
Yeah.
Too close.
Yeah.
You have to feed it? No.
The whole thing. And I'm like, I'm here. I'm at my place. I'm by myself. I like my alone time. I like to just chill. I like to do weird, I went to the Huskers game last night. If that was in the scene, we'd have to walk the dog. We'd have to talk to the dog. Dog would have to some vet.
That just
appointment.
means you weren't into her.
I don't know, man. The dog it was a cute dog.
I don't think
dog
you're ready
was
to
the-
date, so you're looking for something wrong with everybody.
But yeah, this is the weird part. You're not saying that you're going to take care of the dog by saying yes to a sauna date.
Yeah, I just
What did she say after you told her this isn't going to work out?
He didn't even start, and he said, texted her, sorry, that's gotta suck for her, of her being like, what the heck, dude? Didn't even want to date you. We were just
Right.
going to a sauna.
Right.
I don't know. She saw me with my shirt off. She crossed the line.
What'd she say after?
She says, that's cool.
That was it.
Yeah.
Now you can't go back to that sauna. You have to mark that
That's
off.
right,
the
because I'm
list
a
of saunas.
connoisseur. I've got others in my back pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, that poor girl. She's like, I bet she's singing, I fell for that. Connoisseur. Bleh. I gotta check my priorities.
That was hard for you to laugh at, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was rough. Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks. So glad I came in here.
Guess what? You're listening to Gary and Johanna in the morning.
It's the only morning show in my
See what she looks like.
Yeah, let's see what she looks like.
I just want to see the kind
I
of
want.
woman
You don't have
that
to
would
show
be
anybody. I
attracted
just
to you
want to
in a
see.
sauna.
I can't ever follow your.
How'd you look her up with no social media yourself?
Well, you can find the people. Like you just type in. I knew where she worked, so I just Googled.
So Corey's storytelling makes me sleepy.
Yeah, that's why I don't need to be in here, guys. Great time.
Great time.
Oh my god. I think it's awesome though that you got, that you got her number. Like that's.
Yeah, but why is it awesome? He doesn't want any numbers apparently.
Yes,
I
he
just
does.
think
He
women.
doesn't want her number.
Women in Nebraska are just too nice.
Did she ask for your number? Or did you ask
I
for
don't
hers?
know.
Because it makes me feel like she asked for yours.
Yeah, she asked for my number.
She did, didn't she?
Yeah.
After you suggested to do sauna.
I said, yeah. I said, we go to
And that
sauna.
could be her being like, well, yeah. And then they're just supposed to imagine this him laying like, yeah, we should go check out that sauna together. And she, okay. And they're sitting there quiet. And then she's like, well, I guess I need your number.
I know, but and he regretfully gave it to her.
Did he regretfully give
Because
it to her?
I think he did. Because I think in that moment he knew that he's not attracted to this woman.
No, she was smoking hot.
No, she was not.
Okay,
Show
she-
us the picture.
Show us
She
the
had an
picture.
elbow sticking out of her forehead.
Show us
Okay,
the picture.
show us the picture.
I'll show it to you. Let me. I don't know.
Just show it to us. We
Because
won't
you
show
guys
the
probably
cam.
know her. You should probably one of you guys are probably related to her.
I don't know anybody in this town.
No, Gary definitely is not. I could be, but very unlikely.
Yeah.
All the people I know are Western Nebraska.
I might be related to her.
Yeah. I'm hanging out with one of Megan's friends this weekend.
What? Oh yeah, Kim Cotton.
See? Gotta be on.
She's great. You're gonna
I
like
gotta
her.
be on my toes around you people.
She has the cutest laugh. So if you tell a bunch of jokes, you might hear it.
Oh,
one of them
nobody can
lands.
hear. Wait a minute. What am I doing?
Huh?
Hello, hello. Oh,
Hello?
nothing. I'm losing my mind.
Can you guys hear me? Oh, there.
Yeah, we can hear you. Why is the weather on the back of this?
All right. Well, that was great. Maybe,
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it again in another 6 months.
We'll see.
Well, it sounds like
You
you're
might get
squashing your dating life, so we probably won't have any reason to talk to you anymore.
That would be great.
Mm.
You should do some type of bid in the sauna. If you can bring your phone in there.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. You can do actual hot radio where you're actually hot.
Hey, there you go. It's steaming.
Oh, I regret saying it to him now.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, proof the or didn't happen. Nathan says.
What?
I believe that it happened. He wants to see a picture of her. We wouldn't. Oh my God. God dang it. Come on, man.
Butterfingers over here.
You went to the basketball game last night?
Oh, man.
What?
Did you
Was
ever?
it bad?
One of my bucket list items got checked off last night.
What?
Which
I got
was?
to sit by Jack Mitchell.
Does he know that you knocked him out?
You
I don't
narked
know,
him
man.
out?
I'll go tell him.
I just keep
You know what happened?
No.
I will literally
Tell
go tell
me.
him. I think that would
Yeah,
be
I'll
so
tell
funny.
you. We'll tell everybody right here. I don't care.
Do it.
Corey he'll take tickets to anything around here, right?
Yeah.
And so he's like a huge Husker fan now, which is awesome because we're a Husker affiliate. And so he wanted to go to a Husker basketball game, and he got tickets. Now, the radio station has what's called Loge tickets. It's like a miniature suite. Yeah, it's real
Yeah.
small. 4 people. It's really good seats, though. They weren't available. So he had to get what was left over. Fine. He's okay with that. Well, Corey, out of curiosity, goes to the game, and his eyes go up to the Loge. He's wanting to see who from the radio station is there, right? And he looks up, and he sees nobody sitting in those seats. So what does he do? It's driving him crazy because those tickets just went to waste. It should be him up in those mini suites.
Okay.
He texts Amy, Penthouse Amy, and he says, there ain't nobody in those seats. Well, guess who was supposed to be in them?
Oh, Jack.
Jack Mitchell from KLIN,
Oh,
the same guy that he
shoot.
sat next to yesterday at the game. So she's like, well, I don't know why Jack is not there. And Corey is upset because, again, it should have been him up in those low seats, and those tickets just went to waste. Right? And tattletales on him with
Yeah.
Penthouse Amy.
So did Jack get called out by Amy?
I don't know if it ever. Now she usually will come back and say something kind of,
Yeah.
jokey joke, but not jokey joke, serious.
Yeah.
But I don't know what her relationship is with Jack.
I don't think.
So you had to sit next to him yesterday.
Yeah, I did it on purpose.
You did. You want to get to know him?
I requested those tickets.
Were you in
nobody
the loge?
made it to
You were in the
loge?
loge? No.
No, we were on the 7th row.
7th row?
Yeah.
How did we get those tickets?
I don't know, bro. But we're 7th row.
Impressive.
And so we're sitting there, and honestly, so there's the loge, then there's the 7th row seats, and then we have like the where you're looking at the court lengthways.
Yeah.
I like the lengthways seats best.
Do you?
And so I'm totally fine not sitting in the loge, but I did want to sit by Jack Mitchell and watch his reactions during the game, and I think it was because I was sitting next to him that he may have been off. His mojo may have been off.
Why you say that?
You think you make him nervous?
Yeah, I think I was maybe I had high expectations, but I was expecting him to be a little bit more animated, and he wasn't doing a lot of that.
He's almost 50.
No, he gets crazy sometimes.
How do you know?
Because I've been told.
Maybe he likes to lay low. He doesn't want any extra
From
attention. I don't know.
Have you seen him? Have you crossed him in his path in the hallway?
Yeah.
How is he?
Not today, but he's very, very closed off.
Yeah.
Who told you
very
that
quiet.
he was crazy?
Penthouse Amy. I was told by Caleb. I was told by Kenny. I was told he gets into him.
Did you ask him? You're the kind of guy I would think that would ask him, why aren't you acting crazy like I've been told you act?
Because I could tell it in the vibe. There was a weird vibe.
Was the conversation weird? Was it just between the two of you?
I should have sat in the row behind him. I think I was on his territory.
Did he know that that he was going to be sitting next to you, or was it a
No, he
surprise
did
at the
not.
game?
It was a surprise. Yeah.
And not a welcome surprise, it sounds like, because he was quiet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which means he knows that you knocked him out.
Yeah, he knows you snitched for
Full
sure.
circle.
Maybe. I think because I've had the similar vibes even before.
Prior.
Really?
Yeah, you have too.
With Jack?
Yeah.
I just think he's an introvert a bit, like I am.
He talks to me.
He didn't talk to me.
He looks washed out still in that. You see him?
Yeah, so do I. I look terrible today. Look on the cam. It looks awful.
But it looks good on the.
He looks better.
Oh, man,
this
I
is
am.
better. This is better than it's ever been, though.
Yeah.
That right there is better than it's ever
Yes.
been. He
Yeah.
has got white face.
I want to lift it up and show
It's
you.
I don't think flipping the cameras was the best idea. I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't think
No, it was the banner.
Oh.
Look, right there is what it used to look like. See? Look,
Yeah.
Look. That's what it used to look like. Look at his face.
Yeah. Ooh.
That-
There we go. No, that helped.
See, because you gotta get more of the Froggy. Because if it's get
Uh-huh.
more of the black.
Yeah, it was. There you go. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's a lot better.
I feel like whatever's going on with mine, it looks dirty.
It just doesn't make
dirty
sense. That
face.
was the good camera, and unless somebody switched something around with
I don't know.
your camera.
I don't know either.
Did anybody switch my camera, Corey?
No.
Who knows? There's no communication around here. You would never know.
I darkened the background a little bit. Maybe that will help with yours,
No.
Johanna.
Now I'm starting to think the orange is better. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think the orange is better.
Yeah.
Look now that the background's darkened. It just caught up
For who?
for Johanna.
She's got her phone.
Yeah, flip your phone sideways and look.
You look tan now. Look like you just got back from the Caribbean.
I think that looks good. That looks better.
Yeah,
Ah,
I think so.
I
Yeah,
just
Corey
got
looks
shocked
better on
again.
that, too.
Corey.
Yeah, he lied. They didn't fix nothing in there. Still getting shocked, and microphone don't hardly work.
We had it going last night.
I'm telling you, there's no rhyme or reason with this. Like, I've tried to show someone in the moment and then it's not, but then they walk away or an hour later it's doing it. It's just no rhyme or reason.
The shock or what?
Both, the shock and the mic.
Yeah, he's gonna switch. He talked about switching the microphone out, but we were yelling in it and screaming in it, and it worked last
It's
night.
random. I'm telling you.
It's rando.
It's so weird. And it's pain. It's not like fun shock anymore. It's like shock your brain
You
shock.
gotta use the the dryer sheets.
Yeah, I have Static Guard in here.
She was
I
being
just
getting
used.
sprayed down.
I just used Static Guard too that Chris gave me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
I put it on the bottom of my shoes, on the floor, and on the chair.
I don't know.
And I took my earrings out.
I'm glad it didn't happen to me.
Can you hear it, or is it just me that can hear the snap?
No. No, can't hear.
No.
Want some coffee, Gary?
No, I need some, but I don't. I'm just dragging today.
Becca, unless you want to watch a really uncomfortable
Did you go
date,
work
I
out
would
yesterday?
probably say no.
Oh, that's right.
But she is going to be our girl next week.
Yeah.
She's super cute.
What?
Hit the gym.
Work out.
Oh, you're going?
Have you worked out yet?
Yeah, like 10 times.
She goes every day.
We go to the sauna on multi-gender. Whatever you call
You want me to go to sauna with you?
Yeah, you want to go?
Multi-gender one.
I keep my clothes
Do they
on,
have
though.
boy-girl multi-gender? No way.
Multi-gender.
He was in the sauna with a girl.
I know, but I didn't know they had a guy. You can go just guy.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
That's indifferent. That's
Are they naked?
the gateway.
Of course, Becca.
They're naked.
The old guys
Old guys don't
are.
care.
The old guys don't care.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a guy, old guy.
Ugh.
Oh.
He just disrobed. Like he was just
Yeah.
butt naked in the sauna.
Yeah, they don't care.
Like he just was like,
I used to go to the one gym. Neither of those. I was living here, and I'd always make my shakes and stuff on the benches in there. Until one day, there's an Asian guy in there, and he took off his clothes, and he ain't never trimmed nothing. His jungle, V Kong right there, and he sat right there on that bench. He sat on that bench naked.
Oh my
Right
God.
next to me. I'm like, ugh. I mean, I was like gagging, knowing that I was patting all my protein shake stuff, everything right there on that bench.
Ugh.
Never
Gross.
again.
Never again.
Those guys don't care. But you won't go naked, you don't think? No. There must be
I
something
would
about
if somebody
it, though.
paid me.
Well, there must be an advantage to being naked.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
there, or is
Well,
it?
there has to be. Why would you just go naked in a sauna?
well, you don't, because then
It
what
opens
I
it.
noticed is you sweat all over your shorts and your boxers, and then you got wet clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you just go, what if you just put a naked and a towel around you?
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
I know, but then there's also take the towel off.
No, because then you're also sweating on the bench, and that's not nice etiquette.
So they sit on the towel
Yeah.
naked.
Right. I feel like that's what I see in the movies.
I think I'd go naked in there. I wouldn't care.
Mm.
Yeah, I would. I'd make sure everything was in order.
I don't
you
know,
what I mean?
because I don't think I'd want. Yeah, right. Well, I don't think I'd want to because I feel like I'd want to. It's hot, so I'd want to be like spread out.
Yeah. What's
So I
wrong with
wouldn't want to go naked.
Why?
So that you're like actually being like, look at here.
But everybody, I mean, you're just girls, not a multi-gender.
It's all girls.
Multi-gender, you can't go naked. No way.
Does it say that?
Schwabby,
on
I
the
think I
sign?
missed a comment from you.
Does it say no naked on the sign?
It just says clothes.
Well, that's the same
I don't
thing.
know, I haven't really read it.
We say, OMG, Gary.
It's Froggy 981.
At pre-sale for Brooks and Dunn's today, if you're in the country club. Code coming your way. Probably should have already got it. Where you can buy tickets before they go on sale. Brooks and Dunn is coming to the CHI Health Center in Omaha Thursday, June the 1st. They officially go on sale tomorrow. The Reboot 2023 tour is Scotty McCreery. Tomorrow we will have more tickets for you to win. I don't know that we have fully decided what we're doing yet. Are we moving forward with the What's in the Box? I know we have people that want to come in and play.
I think so. I'd say we do.
We have an idea for an item. I don't want to say anything about it because I don't want to give away any hints. But it may be one that you should wear gloves. We offer gloves a lot of times, and a lot of times people refuse them.
It's harder to tell what an item is when you're wearing the gloves.
I
So
know.
if you want to win, I would say don't wear gloves.
Even with this one, you would say no, wear gloves.
I don't know how you would be able to tell what it is.
No, this would be really hard with gloves.
Yeah, I don't know. We
I
gotta
think
see-
if you want to be that safe, you shouldn't be playing this game.
Good point.
I'm here for that. You got to know what's going.
I don't care
You know
if
what
you
you're
wear
signing
gloves.
up
I'm
for.
just saying that you're probably not going to win.
It's Brooks and Dunn tickets. What we're going to have. I'll tell you what. Let's just go ahead and say we're going to do it, and then if something happens, we'll have to cancel it.
Right. Okay.
If you want to play What's in the Box tomorrow, we need 3 guests to come in the studio, and each of you will put your hands in a box. You have to figure out what it is in the fastest time, and if you do that, you'll win tickets to Brooks and Dunn with Scotty McCreery coming to the CHI Health Center. Again, you can win the tickets before they go on sale. Officially tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. for Brooks and Dunn. Should be a great show. So if you want to play, let us know. We'll get you on the show for What's in the Box tomorrow.
You're waking up.
So funny. Great energy.
Gary and Johanna.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think I only have Doug for now.
Yeah, anybody else want to play?
So
Let us
2
know.
more spots.
What time, Andrew? 7? You got to be here about a little after 7.
Ooh, Andrew, can you happen again?
Oh, man.
Dun, 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 dun. Still-
Becky Joe, did we? We just knew you could handle it.
She's tough.
Tough. Oh, my goodness.
Since I've sat in here, it's probably been like 5 times. I got a really good shock. Yeah. And I used the static guard. That was really nice of Chris.
That was really nice of Chris.
He's so thoughtful. He's one of my favorite people.
Same.
Andrew, do you want to come? I feel like we did.
Yeah, Andrew, do you want to do it? Oh, my.
Sorry, I'm responding to someone.
No, you're fine. I'm getting sleepy now, guys. I am so sick of everybody being sick all the time. I just want my kids to be healthy for like a good month. Can we just have 1 month of no sickness? That would be
I
wonderful.
know. It's winter though.
I know.
It's already depressing because of no sunshine and the cold, but then everybody's sick on top of it.
I know.
Freaking hate
just like
winter.
having to stay inside. Ugh.
I hate it so much. I heard the rest of the winter's supposed to be bad too. I read it in the Farmer's Almanac.
Good to know.
Yeah.
It's going to be cold again next week, like early
Yes.
next week. Like single digits.
Love
I'm
it.
so
Love the
over
positivity.
Slovenia. Oh, you can't get out of it? It won't take too long. What time do you go to work? I thought you were out of town, Andrew, for some reason. Ooh, this pair of sisters, they're so cute and fun for Tuesday.
Nice.
You'll like them.
Told you Corey's storytelling makes you sleepy. I just think that some details he doesn't want to divulge, and then he doesn't know how to keep the story together.
No, he gets caught up on that in his head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 7.
Yeah.
Bummer.
What time do you have to work, Andrew?
7.
He has to work. Oh.
Yeah.
So you watch the show when you're working?
That's fine.
I think quite a few people do. Multitask.
Right, Tara. It is the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was sick that last time, there were a few days I felt pretty terrible. I sounded terrible longer than I felt terrible. Everybody still expects me. I wouldn't want someone to make me food that was sick. But nobody feeds themselves without me. So
Yep.
Well. Oh, gosh darn it, guys.
Do you know what kind of coffee Corey made?
Dragon. He makes that Sumatra, I think.
Again, I don't want that kind. I need like a little extra shot if I'm going to last through this meeting today.
That coffee cake never got refilled, right?
That's what I was going to think about.
I told you, I don't think that they're refilling it.
I thought that we were going to start buying it, though, the company.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Or did you tell me that?
I think Gary told you that.
Oh.
I don't know, did I?
I think
he told
you might
me that
have.
because I said, I heard it's not coming back. And Gary said, no, it is.
I think it was him.
It was nice for days I need a little extra push.
Oh, Brian, can you text me right now, 474-FROG? I will get you marked down.
What do you want?
To play What's in the Box.
Nice.
Nice, baby.
Love that.
To go,
I will look out for your message.
Nice, baby. To go. All right, stop and collaborate and listen.
I was just back with a brand new invention.
Something.
Grab my home at 9, let my home, look home,
Will it ever stop, yo? I don't know.
Too extreme like a mic, like a vein, or a lot of a stage, like a jump, like a can do a dance. Guys, can you remind me to do an EAS test this next break?
Sure.
Yes.
I keep forgetting I'm supposed to do it this hour. Mother garage sale's coming. Ugh.
Oh,
nice.
Gary, you won't know what this is, but Johanna, have you seen the Anthropology gold mirror dupes from Sam's Club on TikTok?
Yep.
I got the last one.
No
last
way.
night.
I
Yes.
didn't know that they were still there.
It's so nice in person. They said that they got a box in of them that same day, like a few hours before I got it, and they were all gone. Like I literally grabbed the last one. I had my dad grab the last one.
That's awesome.
They look good in person. They are a pretty good dupe. I have nowhere to put it, but
Do I need another piece of gum? You just give me a pack
Oh my gosh.
from underneath.
I'm the gum monitor because I feel like you abuse it.
You do too.
No.
Yes, you do. You equal abuser.
No, I am not.
oh,
I don't
Tara.
care.
Do you like the ones that's in your mouth?
It don't matter.
Why do I want to give you what you want? Do you like the one that you're tasting right now?
I don't have nothing in my mouth right now.
The last one I gave you.
It was okay.
Spearmint.
I like
Okay.
probably give me the blue one, maybe.
You like the blue one better.
And that flavor.
Interesting.
Gary, have you worn your shirt from JB yet? Better get to wearing it. She spent good money on shipping that thing.
You don't wear any shirts.
He hasn't worn my shirt
He hasn't worn
either.
Megan's shirt.
I'll
You
wear
probably threw it away, used it as a
Winter
rag.
mint.
it. No.
New
kept it?
flavor.
I did not throw it away.
I hope you wear it someday. Maybe for Corey's birthday
It's
at
one
least.
of those, though. I get it. It's supposed to be a cheap shirt.
It
but
is.
The picture of he and I, it's like it's stiff.
Well, you have to
on the
wash it.
shirt.
Oh,
You gotta
won't like
wash
how
it.
lays on your boobies or what?
Once you wash them a couple times, then
You know how I
they
am about my
move.
boobies.
Exactly. That's why I said that.
I know that's why you said it, because I said I got saggy ones now.
You do not.
I think I do in this shirt.
We already debunked why you think that. You're fine.
Yeah,
said
Gary,
it's an illusion.
wash it and
It
put
is.
fabric softener. You have to use fabric softener. It'll soften the picture up.
Okay.
I'll wash it if you'd like.
You gonna wear a picture of a shirt with you and Corey on it?
If I had one,
No,
I don't
you
have a
would not.
picture with
No,
him.
you would not.
I wouldn't wear it like out in public. I'd wear it here.
As a prop.
Yeah,
It probably depends on how I look in it. I'm just being honest with you.
right. I
You
would
look good in
definitely.
that picture.
Huh?
You look good in that
It's a
picture.
great picture of you to be
That's not what I'm
Fair.
talking about.
Oh, how your body looks in them.
in the t-shirt. Oh,
Yeah.
Who cares?
Bye,
You can
John.
wear something one time that doesn't look perfect.
Say that again.
You can wear something one time that doesn't
No,
look
I do
it
it all
would
the time.
distract because it is a nice picture of you, so people would be looking at how great you
Okay.
look.
Yeah,
Trying to
ooh,
butter
that's
me up for
interesting
nothing.
theory. If he looks good in the picture, who
Mm-hmm.
cares what the shirt looks like on him?
You wouldn't have time to check his body out.
Because
People would know you.
Yeah.
Well, even though he doesn't look great in the shirt, he has the potential to look like that.
Right.
That's not how I live my life.
Why?
Bye, Christopher.
I think I can do better than that scenario.
That's right, Tara.
You want double good.
Yeah.
There's
Only
nothing wrong with wanting double good. That's fine.
I guess we'll have to. Megan, you'll have to get your tailor to tailor it to his
Go to
body.
Sunnyside Sewing. I tailor almost everything, like my nice clothes.
Walleye nips. What's a walleye nip?
Matthew,
I don't know.
what is
Because
that?
walleye got teeth.
Walleye nips.
I don't know what that is.
I don't think it's a compliment.
It doesn't seem like it. If someone
No,
called me
very
walleye
well.
nips, I'd be like, no, thank you.
Oh my gosh.
No. What's catfish lips? Is that something?
Like big lips, maybe?
Those are suckers. That's a carp. Carp got big old sucking lips. Just call it as it is. Or as it was. It was rough this morning. Why am I still single?
Oh, boy.
I prefer it.
I'm fine with it. I like the honesty.
Dalton and Elizabeth, it did not work out. If you watched this morning or listened to it, you know that just by how rough it was to listen to it. It was awkward. There were a lot of silences. It was obvious that he wasn't interested. And I don't really know. Like I
do.
don't.
Why?
No.
Oh.
I don't know if he would have been interested, would she have been interested?
Well,
we
she
never
was the
got
one
to that.
who reached out.
Yeah,
she
she would've
reached
been.
out.
Oh,
to
that's
meet
right.
him.
That's right. Then yeah.
Maybe not. I don't think I would be interested if a guy wasn't talking to me. And I'm not like putting that on him. Like I'm just saying if that was his personality, like non-talking, she doesn't really seem like someone.
Yeah.
That would want to be the one to take the lead.
We were
Your
told.
microphone.
We were told that Megan's microphone was working now.
It's such a nice mic. Oh, there it goes. It's such a nice microphone.
What a jerk Corey is. You're in here nice and comfy in that chair.
I know.
Everything was going fine. And then he told us, I don't know why you're in here. We fixed the microphone in the other room last night. So you took all your stuff and you moved into that other room and now you sound like that.
And I'm
you're-
getting shocked.
And on top, you're getting shocked.
Yeah. He was bossing us around.
I know.
Not
I don't
us.
like it. Me.
Bossing you.
I know. I just lumped you guys in there.
Oh, you can. I'll take it.
Anyway, well, why am I still single was a no-go. Elizabeth, she had a steal option with Tap Dancing Joe, and she opted to go and try it next week to be the feature girl. So she's coming back.
I love it.
Megan will have a little something up on social media with a nice little bio of her so you can get to know her a little bit more. And then if you're a guy, how old is she?
She's, oh my gosh. I can't remember off the top of my head now.
That's
This is
okay.
terrible.
Nobody knows
That's
anyway
all
when
right.
I
you
need to
talk.
just go away.
Yeah, that's okay. I won't ask you any more questions. If you want to meet her, they'll let us know. We can hook you up. Tomorrow, What's in the Box with Brooks and Dunn tickets up for grabs. If you want to play, let us know. I think we still have a spot that you can come in and play tomorrow morning. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Thanks for catching us. A bunch of music is coming your way next.
I can't get through a morning without the morning show.
All right, yo.
Okay.